welcome to the World Environment Day, June 28, 2025 at Alliance Française de Banjul, organized by the French Embassy and Alliance Française de Banjul to celebrate the World Environment Day under the theme Power to Act. So can you please tell us your name and why you here today?
So my name is Julie Renier. I'm the cooperation officer for the French Embassy in the Gambia. And so with the Alliance Française and the Gambia Tech Project, we initiated this day to kind of create connections among environment stakeholders or people in the Gambia that are active in the environmental sector, and for everyone to kind of get out of their own little corners, if corners exist, as I like to say, and for them to build connections and also to really try to think of how we can act individually and collectively. And that's also part of the wider cultural events within the French Cultural Network, which is called the Night of Ideas. And this year the theme was Power to Act. So we were trying to also feed on that as well and really reflect together and collectively, and I think it's been a busy day.
My name is Ibrahim Ajara. I am the current executive director of the Soil Solution. The Soil Solution is a non-governmental organization, not-for-profit organization. We work across the food system in the Gambia, basically looking into productive resources and services. We look into specifically soil health, soil management, and sustainable agricultural practices. We work with various communities in the Gambia, farmer organizations, government for policy advocacy, also do research, helping farmers to know and understand their soil, what are the parameters or what are the compositions of their soils, what elements are missing, and what are the techniques that they could do in order to neutralize any problem that is associated to their soils. This organization has been in existence in this country for 7-8 years now, and we have grown to the level of not only advocating for Gambia but also across the region in Africa, but also working with many UN agencies to develop policy frameworks, to develop implementation frameworks, to develop strategies that will help the world to see a sustainable future.
All these things are happening at the same time within the Alliance Française de Banjul. And what is your feeling today, like to see all these young people, all this organization, and all these stakeholders coming together to make sure that this day is having a positive vibes? What is your feeling?
I feel very grateful tonight. I've run around a lot today. I've met every partners that we've invited, and I've met a lot of the people who came, who responded positively to the invite. I think really people told me about these connections that they could make, and that they were really glad that everything was happening at the same time. So I feel very grateful that the idea that we had at Gambia Tech, at the Alliance, and me representing the French Embassy, that the idea that we had as a team really came together, and that the people could, and the partners who participated could really see it as well, and really could see both aspects of the day as getting together, learning things, and also building connections, and reflecting. So I'm really grateful.
My name is Jude Johnson. I'm the operations manager for PATENT, meaning People's Appropriate Technology Enterprise.
Today, if you want to reflect on the theme Power to Act, what does it speak to your organization?
It's about getting the right resources, the right knowledge, and the right technology that would add value for better productivity, especially what we're doing, which is production of organic fertilizer to enhance fertilizer farmers with the necessary tools that they need for better productivity.
Okay, that's amazing. And what do you want today to pass as a message to the people coming to this World Environment Day at Alliance Française? How do you see the event, and what exactly are you trying to tell to the people coming here?
It's a wonderful event, actually, meeting different entrepreneurs that are helping to add value regarding climate change. Working together would help us to get a better result that wouldn't destroy or impact the environment negatively, rather in a positive, because what we're doing is working with nature.
Yeah.
We don't work against nature.
When I was young and growing up in my family, it was better to fail in school than to fail at the farm.
Yes.
Because the best child was the child who did better at the farm, not the child who did better at school.
Amazing.
And then we have to face those realities. We have to face those challenges of, balancing the two of going to farm and going to school. But one thing really stood out in my mind today when I reflect is the ability that we were able to produce food without using inorganic, chemicals, inorganic, substances to enhance production. Which also brings me back to the subject of sustainability. How sustainable is inorganic substances that we are using, the chemicals we are using, how sustainable are they? How sustainable are they to the soil that we use?
But they are easy to process.
Pardon?
They are very easy to process.
Yes, they are easy to process, and also they give quick results. So the farmers, they want to see quick results because they don't have time to wait till next 2 years or next 3 years to see the impact. So most of the time they are very much inclined to the use of these chemical fertilizers. So our job at the Soil Solution is not only to tell the farmer this is not good, this is not sustainable, but to provide them with sustainable circular agriculture solutions. To tell them, well, the chemical fertilizer or the chemicals that you are using are not sustainable, they are not good for your crops, they are not good for your soil, they are not even good for you who consume even crops that have been grown in these chemicals. So what is more sustainable is this, and I give you some living examples. In 2023, we started looking at one specific crop in the Gambia, which is very important for our national economy. That is groundnut. Groundnut is the main cash crop in the Gambia. But ranging from 2000 to date, the production of groundnut has seriously declined to the level that the national average today is around 0.8 to 1.2 tons for 1 hectare. I give you a surprising scenario in Uzbekistan, which is a country like the Gambia. They produce 27 tons in 1 hectare. So you can tell yourself, are we playing, are we joking as a country, are we misusing our farmers? You can name all the negative things this can have to our farmers, to us as a nation, because I believe strongly food security is national security.
So what will be your message if you have to pass a message today to all these young people that came to visit and to also participate to the activities? What will be the core message that you have to pass as a person and also as the cooperation officer of the French Embassy?
Well, the message that I have is continue to do what you're doing, and always try to look a bit beyond your fences. If you have a table here at the Alliance exhibiting your producers as a young entrepreneur in the Gambia, well, maybe the table next to you, but really try to go to the theater or the table beyond, as a metaphor, but we can also always act like this in life, to see what others are doing, because they're likely doing things that are very complementary to yours, especially in the field of climate change, fighting the climate change, fighting climate change and environmental issues. So it's go always a bit beyond and to see what your neighbor already does.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Julie, for putting up all these things together and to make this day a reality. And at the same time, thank you also for trying to bring together all the stakeholders around the environment for this day. So that's all for us today, and let's hope to see you again next year by the same time.
Yes, thank you very much.